Good morning, students and staff. It's Monday, the 5th of October, and time for the WBDQ Top Dog News.
Please stand and join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Reporting for today are Mrs. Medlin,
Ms. Harley,
and Mrs. Smith.
it's time for our school announcements. Are you listening? When I say peanut butter, you say jelly. Peanut butter.
Jelly.
Peanut butter.
jelly. Well, today is Blue Up Day. It is World Day of Bullying Prevention, and it's great to see so many of our staff wearing blue today. I can't wait to see our students wearing blue as well. Well, the opposite of bullying is kindness, and this week we will focus on acts of kindness. One of the greatest acts of kindness we can give to others is simply to show them that we are genuinely interested in them.
So I'd love to share another book today when we speak of kindness. This book is called Each Kindness, and it's by Jacqueline Woodson, who's an award-winning author, by the way. You can see here with that symbol, this was a runner-up winner for the Coretta Scott King Award. This book is about a little girl who comes to school. She joins school late, so she's a new kid on campus. And some of the other girls are not very nice to her. Her clothes are kind of ugly and kind of old, and it's snowing outside, and she's wearing sandals, so she clearly doesn't have the right kind of shoes to wear. And instead of being kind to her, they shy away from her. They move their desks away. They don't include her. And it's kind of, it starts out as a sad story, I'll be honest, but along the way, some of the girls start really thinking about their actions. You can tell they're just thinking about maybe this is not how we want to treat other people. And I won't give the ending away, but it is a lovely book. I've read this to some of the kids in our school a few years ago, and you can read it if you go to Epic. It is an audiobook on Epic, so you can listen to the audiobook, or one day when we're back in school, sooner than later, you could even read this. I have 2 copies of it. It's a lovely book, and I've even had like applauses at the end of reading that book. That is just what a sweet book it is. It's lovely.
Thank you for sharing that. It is a great book.
Now, please, if you would give a kind welcome to our guest, 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Smith. Welcome.
Hi, friends. This is Mrs. Smith, and like Miss Harley said, I'm a 4th grade teacher, and I want to share with you a little bit about what 4th grade has been doing in our reading class lately. So I'm going to share my screen with you really quickly so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, friends, we have been talking about poetry in 4th grade, and you might be wondering, well, Miss Smith, what is poetry? Well, the definition says that a poem is a type of writing that usually has figurative language and that is written in separate lines that often have a repeated rhythm and sometimes rhyme. So, in other words, unlike a storybook that might have chapters and paragraphs, poetry is arranged in lines, and the groups of lines are called stanzas. Most of the time when we think about poetry, we think about poems that rhyme. You might think about Dr. Seuss books. They rhyme and they have a rhythm. They're very much like poetry. Or maybe an author or poet like Shel Silverstein. But poems come in all shapes and sizes, and not all poems rhyme. So I want to teach you about a special kind of poem today, and they are called shape poems, also known as concrete poems. And the cool thing about shape poems is you can be as creative as you want. If you notice here, this author, S.C. Rigg, wrote this poem called The Apple, and he made it he made it look like an actual apple. So when he wrote it, he put the stem where the stem would be. He used lots of great describing words. He talked about it being juicy and crunchy. He talked about what color it could be, red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green. And notice, so smart, he put the word yum right where you would bite into the big, juicy apple. And if you look closely, there's even a wormy inside of this apple. Yuck, yuck. And then he concludes his poem by talking about those great describing words again. So I would like to show you, boys and girls, how you can make your own shape poem. It is so fun and so simple. So if you would like to write your own shape poem, the first thing you have to do is you have to think of a topic. It can be anything you love. So some ideas are, maybe your favorite food. I had a kid one time that wrote one about sushi. It was so cool. It could be about animals, could be about your favorite toy. It could be about your favorite sport. I've seen a really cool basketball one before, but I'm going to choose kittens. That's one of my favorite topics because we have a new kitten at our house. So once you've decided on your topic, you're going to brainstorm. That means think about a list of top words that go with your topic. So here are some words that would go with my topic. My list would include fur, whiskers, ears, eyes, meow, because she meows. And because my kitty is black, orange, and white, I included those words as some possible words. Now, the cool thing about shape poems is you can add words to this. You don't only have to use those words. So your next step, this is what I do next. I like to go ahead and sketch the shape of my poem. You can skip this step if you're a really good artist or if you're good at writing words freehand. I need a little bit of help. So I went ahead and sketched out my kitty face. Notice I didn't do the whole kitty, and that's okay. I just wanted her face up there. Now that I have my outline of my kitty, now I take some of those words from my brainstorm list and I just fill out the outline of my kitty. So I put the word ears where her ears are. I put the colors that she is around her face, black, orange, white, black, orange, white. And then I labeled her whiskers and her little triangle nose and then her eyes. Now, if I wanted to, I could have made my poem like S.C. Riggs, and I could have, if I wanted to, filled in the whole shape, but I just chose to do the outline. You have the freedom to do whichever you want. It's your poem. So, my friends, I want you to have fun with this. I would love to see you guys write a shape poem. You can be creative. Pick anything you want to make a shape poem out. You can just do the outline, or you can fill it in like S.C. Riggs. And the other thing is, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to rhyme. This is what we call free verse, so you can have fun with it. Thanks, friends.
That's fun.
Thanks for sharing that, Ms. Smith. And I was thinking while you were talking, I think I would write one about the beach. As I was trying to think of words, and I was thinking of waves and sand and shells. So maybe have to write one this weekend.
They're so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. So it's birthday time. Who is celebrating a birthday today, Miss Harley?
No one.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Happy no birthdays.
Well, the character word for September was respect, and there are many ways to show respect through words, deeds, and actions. Today, we'll recognize our 4th and 5th grade students who demonstrate respect each and every day. These students were selected by their teachers. So in 5th grade, we have Sophia Houston, Faith Williams, Lawson Reese, and Devin Carazales. Good job, 5th graders. And in 4th grade, we have Vernon Harris, Coy Brock, Serenity Hammond, and Talia Bess. So congratulations to those 4th and 5th graders. And tomorrow we'll recognize our 2nd and 3rd graders. And also, this is the month of October, and responsibility is the character word for October.
Great. Well, thank you for watching. And I would like everyone to join us in saying the 3 B's.
Be respectful.
Be responsible.
And be safe.
Make it a great BDQ day.
We'll see you all tomorrow on the Top Dog News.